Into round 10 of the HDR Championship. We are racing Division 3 at Bahrain. We have a 20-strong grid now. Jamie Hester, our championship leader, driving for the Alfa Romeo, racing at the Alpine. Junga King and Williams, as usual. Then our resident HDR singer, Twoosh Terry, in the McLaren. Jundi Cindy as Jamie Hester's teammate in the Alfa Romeo. Dodger, Shifty, I forget everything now. How about let's do a take 2 on that? Hello and welcome to the Bahrain Grand Prix Division 3 in HDR. Hosting this lobby for us, our championship leader, Jamie Hester, racing in the Alpine, is second into the lobby it seems. And he'll be looking for a good result, as will Junga King in the Williams, both of them racing pretty decent liveries, I'd say. Our resident HDR singer, Twoosh Terry, and it looks like they're all readying up for the start. Jundi Cindy is Jamie Hester's teammate in the Alfa Romeo. Dodger for the regime in Mercedes. Shifty Wizards, King Gaz's teammate. Is King Gaz in the lobby? He is. He most certainly is. Let's go. Sourtub, the other man from the regime racing. It's going to be 29 laps of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Full quali enabled. Hello Mars, hello everyone. We're getting this show on the road. Hello Tiger. Alright, we can turn down the music now. We can turn the music down now. Just pretend like the music's still on. And that is everything. We're not feeling 100% for this comms, but you know, comms gotta comms. Hello Tiger, hello everyone. Should be expecting a lot of people coming in because it's HDR. We shall always gain the views when we are streaming HDR. So let's just plug this live. Everyone waiting for start now. Hello Clip Gamer, I mean F1 Mad. We shall definitely remember your name next time. We won't forget that a second time. Everyone should be going into the lobby. We are just starting qualifying. Shifty Adrenaline, Curtis. Curtis, I think he's making his debut, or he was here last week. I think that's the first I've seen of him. Now, one person I know who is 100% making his debut is Ibrahim. Ibrahim TTV making his debut. F1 Mad is here after eating kebab. It was tasty. Good for you, lad. And it seems like Ibrahim is going to take the initiative and be first out of the box in terms of getting out on track and giving us some racing action. I can see his telemetry. It's not showing us though. There it is. Now we can see it. Ibrahim's the first man out on track. He'll be on his outlap as we speak. And this is now a race. Whoa. I heard something weird on the mic at the moment. Everything should be fine. But we're just going to watch Ibrahim's outlap as we go through this. Now, I'll give you a little rundown on the championship situation. So, leading the standings for Division 3, it's going to be Jamie Hester. At the moment, leading by 32 points over J Rise. Who is in P2 or 132 points in the Alpine. Cam is, I didn't know he was that fast, but apparently he is, because he's way up in third. I think it heavily benefited him being P2 in Spain. That was a great performance from him. Excellence is P4 on 113 points, with Shifty Wizard in P5 in a sort of best of the rest. But in this championship battle so far, it is kind of Jamie Hester shining out in front as the only man who is within a win of that championship, rises 32 points behind, so he's not in contention as it stands. Ibrahim is now going to be starting his hot lap. We got the perfect onboard for him. There'll be a McLaren coming out of the pit lane, and that McLaren is going to be... don't know who it is. JW Curtis, who gets out of the way perfectly for him. And now it's not very smooth going into turn 1, but you know, it's Division 3, so mistakes can easily be forgiven. Heading up towards turn 4 now. It doesn't take a lot of track, and he uses a lot of the curb on the entry, which may have compromised him a little bit. And who's the out of the session? F1 Mad on his quali ban. Hello Tyler, welcome to the HDR live stream. We are going through Division 3 at the moment, and Ibrahim the only man on an out lap. Last time I did comms, I got a lot of requests for comms karaoke, so wink wink, if anyone has points, I'm your man for it. Probably be very cock-filled, but who cares? We're finishing up Sector 2 now, along with Ibrahim. We're a minute into this lap now, and he's going through turn 12. Wait, says Husky. Again. Or was that just my stream? 108.1 after 2 sectors. Doesn't look awfully fast. It's purple because he's the only man who's on a hot lap at that sector. He's going to be the first man to finish up his lap. And getting some good angles of Ibrahim, who is that out of the session. Nope, that's just racing going slow. Up the line. And that's 130.0 as his first lap. I'm not awfully impressed with that, to be honest with you. Who is next crossing the line? Master Pilu. It's a 108.0. F1 Mad wants American Boy Estelle. What? Bro, what? What is American Boy Estelle? Well, I guess we're about to find out. And Master Pilu beats Ibrahim by 1/10 of a second. Now, that is an Alfa Romeo and a Mercedes getting very, very close. Now, which Alfa Romeo and which Mercedes is this? Did they start their laps right next to each other?
Just a #1 champion sound. Yeah, Estelle, we're about to get down. We're the hottest in the world right now.
Sour Tub going slow, Jundi going slower. What the hell? I ain't bothering with this. I don't even know the song, mate. Ruben Scott, P3. I'll just play it. I ain't singing that. I've got no clue the lyrics. Excellence goes pole by 0.6 of a second. That's great stuff from him. You might want to do something I know if you want actual singing. I only know there's like a dumb Fortnite remix. And this is the original, I'm guessing. Both Mercedes going P7, P8. Kingasm P9. The laps are coming in gradually. Cam's up to P6. What the hell you guys want me doing? JW Curtis is now finishing his lap now. And he'll be out of the final corner to cross the line and take P7. Who is next crossing the line? Nobody. There is nobody on the lap right now. I don't think so. Yeah, everyone's coming back into the pit lane. Tyler's redeemed a hydrate. Good thing. Good idea. I kind of desperately need it at the moment. We're a little bit down. I don't think there's any drivers doing 2 laps in a row. Maybe we want to ride on board with our championship leader, Jamie Hester, who is only at turn 4. So how about we ride with Two-Sterry instead, who's very slightly ahead of him. Nobody on a hot lap at the moment, so we'll just have these 2 guys to contend with. Jundi Sundi, I think, is actually going for another lap. He's trying to... What is going on here? What a mess between these guys. And that lap's going to be useless for him anyway. Now, we can watch Two-Sterry as he progresses through his lap. We're waiting for him to eventually reach the line to start a lap. He's coming through turn 12. It's the singer himself. Diamonds, you got a cough? Yep, I've had one for like almost a month now. It's just not gonna go away. True Sterry starting this lap now. Got a cold? I guess so. My face is overheated, but the rest of my body's freezing. It's a weird conflict. True Sterry has the track to himself, the microphone to himself, everything to himself. He's coming through turn 2 and turn 3 now, up the hill towards turn 4. That was a pretty smooth sector 1. Yeah, it's the perpetual cough. Oh, he's doing well for himself. He has missed that apex though, so I do take that statement back. Wow. But it's a purple sector 1 for him, and that could get him ahead of Excellence, who is dominating this field at the moment. 6/10 clear. Jamie Esther's behind as the only other guy who can realistically challenge at this stage. True Sterry coming through turn 10, and everything is looking a-okay for him. Turn 11 now. Yeah, it doesn't look awfully good for him. He must have lost a lot of time there. He's downshifted only to 5th and not 4th, which is very, very weird. Don't know why you'd do that, but that's poosh. 108.2. I think that's actually a little slower than Cam. But that might have been a 109. So we're about to find out as we cross the line with True Sterry. 4th gear. Coming up to the line now. Where will this lap put him? It's a slow one, and it's just ahead of Cam. I knew that was where he was. Jamie Esther, though, more crucially, 107.5, crossing the line, pole position by 1/100th of a second. That's safely through to Q2. Jamie Esther puts in a much more impressive lap than the car in front of him to take pole position. Wow, what a lap from Jamie Hester. Jungle King is on a lap, or starting a lap. Finishing up P4. With Master Pidus, P3 still, J-Rise P5, who's that popping into P9? It's Adrenaline. So 2 Red Bulls in the midfield, sadly. 2 Mercedes, not looking good. The only full-time Haas out in Q1, racing, not doing anything at the moment. It's a perpetual cough machine. We get to watch King Gaz going around the track. Slight desync on his end. But it's the slightest of slight that shan't affect the stream grind. King Gas is starting his hot lap now. Okay, so it's looking like a good first sector for King Gas at the moment. Nothing wrong with what he's doing so far. He's a 10th down on his Delta though, and that is gonna make him potentially out in Q1, because F1 Mad's guaranteed out, so that's only 4 people he has to beat out. But if he's a 10th down, I'm gonna guess that's used tires, but that's still pretty pathetic. A 10th down on what's already a very slow time does not bode well for Q2 in the slightest. He's got an Alpine or a Williams in front of him. That was the Alpine, the Williams. We get too confused all the time, frankly. Racing is also starting a hot lap. No, he's finishing one? Nope. He's starting one. Or is nope, he's finishing one. We are so indecisive today. A 30.2 finally gets a valid time on the board. That on used tyres, that's quite impressive. Could be good enough for P3, but it's pathetic. Second sector finished, and I'm not impressed with what King Gaz has done. Is he even going to improve? Yeah, he does, but barely. P12. That might just be safe for him. But that's Dodger in the drop zone, and this could be him out again. I thoroughly hope it's not, but the regime has not been firing on all cylinders recently. Shifty Wizard on a 108.7, that's awfully slow. Where's the lap going to put him? I don't expect it to be anywhere, and it isn't. P14. The guy is P5 in the championship. That's not great stuff from him. Cam finishing sector 2. He's not really improving at the moment. He's 0.03 of a second down. But he is doing decently well on this lap. 0.02 of a second. Gotta remember, this is only Q1. Got 2 more of this to go for the actual shootout. This is just to make sure you get into Q2. And Cam wants to make sure that's secured, but he's not improving at the moment, which could get him in some danger. He's boxing. So Cam, not happy with his time, has boxed. And it'll be the second pit box, so that's convenient for him. He's just sailing, frankly. 4.1 seconds down. Dodger is up on his delta. The man from the regime himself. Drunk Cam ain't looking too quick. Cam's on alcohol? Come on. That's classic Ferrari stuff. Now Dodger's finishing up sector 2, and it's not looking good for him, I'd say. We'll see what the time is when we get to it. 108.8. That's a 10th down on Shifty. I think Dodger could be out in Q1 at this rate. He's not doing very well for himself on this lap, and he's coming towards the final corner of the lap. What's it going to be for him? Turn 15 awaits, and he gets through it pretty nicely, but gets a massive oversteer. That's kind of the lap ruined, and I think Dodger could be out. Improves by basically nothing, and that could be Dodger out in Q1. He won't have time to get a new set of tyres on. It's just going to be down to 1 attempt. Tub's on the lap. Jundi Cindy is starting his hot lap now. Tyler's redeemed a hydrate. We'll get a drink in a moment. Jundi Cindy's coming through turn 4, just about to finish up the first sector. Husky saying Mercedes in the mud. I kind of agree with you there. Not very happy as a TP. Jundi Cindy 1.7 seconds down on the delta. Safe to say he's not on a flying lap at the moment. Let's switch over to JW Curtis, who's going through turn 3. Oh, big lock up, and he's gone straight on. JW Curtis on a slow lap. He's recharging. Come on. Adrenaline barely improves. 3,000. Jundi Cindy, the last man. Every time he seems to be on a hot lap, but then he just does a slow lap. Just coasting around the track. Is he finally going to get a representative time in? Doesn't look awfully representative, but we're about to find out at the end of the first sector. Is he doing anything to that delta? Nope, half a second down again. You waste my time. 12 seconds down. Tub, he is getting a nice slipstream from his partner Mercedes, Dodger, who has one final lap to make it count. They could get a nice slipstream coordination. Tub crossing the line. Oh, Dodger's boxed. That's Dodger out of qualifying. And Southam goes to P12, so he's solidly in the mix to go through. Cam was up in P3. Nope, he was only up to P14. That's where he stayed, but he's purple through the first sector, and that's more like it from Cam. 29-0. Is Swoosh safe in 9th? Yeah, he is. 100% safe. Dodger, ARS, Bavish, I think, has a quali ban. So Bavish is also gone to. JW Curtis is he on a lap? Nope, he's done for. Appears to be done for. We'll just continue riding on board with Cam then. It's a bit of a laggy stream. Yeah, it should be. There's 2 quali bans also. It's very laggy on chat. Oh no. Oh no, could just be an internet sticker. Bavish is disconnected, and that seems to be the only thing that has happened. So whenever someone disconnects, stream goes crazy. So we're gonna invite him back. Quickly invite Bavish back. And in the meantime, Cam has gone P3. JW Curtis is boxing, he's out of qualifying. Shifty Wizard is the last man on track who could potentially do something to get himself out of Q1 and knock out Jundi Cindy. Is Jundi on the lap? He is, but he's 200s down. Shifty Wizard around the final corner, he's 8/10 up. This should be firmly safe for him. This could get him P3 up ahead of Cam if he has a smooth final corner. Laggy run to the line, and it's P3. Good stuff from him at the end of quali. Jundi Cindy is the last man left, and he's not doing very well through turn 11. It's not how you take the corner, but this is Division 3, and he needs to find 2/10. We'll see how many sectors he has left, and he's 13 seconds down, so he's done for. And that is your 5 out of qualifying. Jundi Cindy in the Alfa Romeo, JW Curtis in McLaren, then the Mercedes of Dodger, the Haas of Alfa Mad, and the Aston Martin of Bavish. JJ is not happy. Can you turn your mic up, by the way, or turn game down? Okay. I'm just talking a little less loud. Oh. There we go. King Gaz is just safely through. 130.6 was the cutoff time, and they've just about made it. Jundi Cindy coming into the pits is going to delay the end of this. And there's Ferrari and 2 Alpha Tauris who've already crossed the line, and it's finally ended quali. And there is Q1 for you. Jamie Esther, Excellence, Shifty, Cam, Master Pilu, Shunga King, Racing, J Rise, Ibrahim, Ruben Scott, Toothberry, Adrenaline Val, Sour Tub, King Gaz, Jundi, Curtis, Dodger, ARS, and Bavish. This is starting to damn hurt you, mate. The balance is pretty good for you, see? Except with the coffin. Lol. Yeah, well, learn to deal with it then, because of what you got. Tipsy. I'm feeling like that, even though I haven't drunk. Cam has, I haven't. Didn't feel the grip. Very right on your outlap. So grip felt wrong. Were you sure you're on new tyres? You may have been accidentally on used or something. Oh, you had a quali bad. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Now we have cars coming out on track until the hot laps start coming. In the water. I like this from F123. She's got time on her side. Good track, seriously. I agree. It's actually my favorite track on this game. It's very nice. She's about to break some hearts, including F1 Mads when he realizes he's not going to win. Yeah, supersonic slaps too. They just like every girl in Adidas and pearls. There's something in the water. You just need your help to find yourself. We're getting free comms karaoke here, boys. Patience with yourself. I'm not a racehorse girl. His brake is dragging. No, it isn't. It's intentional. You sure? Unless he said it. Somebody's daughter, indeed. Excellence is starting his hot lap now. It wasn't really karaoke. It's not a song I can sing, but there will be one that I will do for free in the future. Excellence is now on his hot lap, and he is the man that can challenge for the win today. He's on a new wheel. He claims that he'll be slow. How did he not invalidate that? There is no way he kept that in. Wow, this guy's on the limit. Wow. He is absolutely pushing. 29.0 after sector 1. That's pretty good. He said 29.6 at the end of 3 sectors, and he's got 29.1 at the end of 1. That is out of the track, but somehow the lap is valid for him. Don't know how he's kept that in, but he has. And second gear now. What helmet is Excellence using? We'll take a check. Helmet check. Just some purple thing. When you're not crashing, yeah. How is he doing that? I'm watching his laps now. He did it to me in Mexico. Okay. You're doing it now? You're exploiting track limits glitches again? Okay. Excellence. Coming up to the line. What's he doing? 29.7. That's slower than his Q1 time. I suspect that's on a used. Ibrahim is 7/10 off. And Ruben Scott is 4/10 off. Ruben Scott was the star man of Spain, finishing P2. And now he is on the front row as it stands. Miles Capelli was 6/10 off Excellence last time around. What's it going to be this time? Even further off. That's not a lap at all. Barely call that a lap. Cam goes just behind Ruben Scott. There's Sourtub from the regime starting a lap. He did 2 out laps actually. Valtzi crossing the line. It's a 108.4. That's kind of slow. Yep, it is slow, as I said. Now that's going to be Junga King coming up to the line next in the Williams, and he's boxing. Yeah, he's boxing. J Rice though, he's on a good lap, and he's coming to the line now. P4. Not bad, but he's half a second off his target. Assuming he's going for the win. Drew Sterry is starting his lap now. And let's put some Drew Sterry singing. Actually, not his song, just my singing over him, because he's the singer, but I'm a shit singer. Not that, that's just a random ad. He's going through turn 1 at the moment. King Gaz has left the session. I'll do it afterwards. I'm sorry, but this is more important. Vamos, Fernando. Here is a lap of the singer Drew Sterry, except I'm singing. Fernando Alonso. Fernando Alonso is back. Fernando Alonso. fighting his way back on track. Fernando is still at the top, a racing machine that will never give up. Fernando just knows how to drive, a legend will always survive. Vamos, Fernando! Vamos, Fernando! Vamos, Fernando. He's doing pretty well for himself at the moment. 107.8 enough for the front row. Is it enough to displace Excellence from pole position? He's going to need a magical 14 and 15 to maybe do that. Out of the final corner, it doesn't look very stable for the McLaren. Up to the line with Emu as his TP, watching on in the stands. And he goes to the front row, as I said. Very, very good lap from Tusterry. Adrenaline is coming through the first sector. Excellence is sector 1 with a 29.1. And Excellence and Adrenaline sector 1 is a 29.4. Let's just make sure King Gazza's back. Through turn 10 and everything is looking good for Adrenaline. What's his sector 2 split gonna be? 2 Sterries was a 107.8 and he's lost a lot of time in sector 2. 6/10 down on 2 Sterry, so that's not gonna be anything. Sour Tom is in the pits. Formerly known as Journey RTG. Shifty starting a lap, Adrenaline is ending a lap. It's the push to the line now for him. Yeah, mid. P7. Shifty Whizzer going through turn 3, ending first sector now. Up the hill. Turn 4. This is a great corner for overtakes in the race. This is where Max Verstappen famously overtook Hamilton off the track, had to give the position back and cost him the win. Shifty's on the 29.0. That's faster than Excellence was after one sector. He is looking spectacular after one sector, actually. That is a sector to be proud of. Alpine gets out of the way very nicely for him. And now it's going to be the run towards turn 11. He'll have DRS, as will everyone, in qualifying. Because the real-life DRS ban to try slow down Red Bull did not go through, the drivers could still use DRS. That helps to maximise their pace down the straights, but also makes braking a little bit more difficult because you'll be braking with more speed and having a rear wing close at the same time. Shifty Whizzer now coming towards the line. He's going to brake at around 75 meters, swing it in nicely, but nobody's using that exit curb. Nobody dares use that exit curb at the moment. Shifty crosses the line. 130.2. Half a second off. He really faded as the lap went on. Jamie Ester's not fading though. No doubts about his pace. He is 3/10 up on Tusterry, and if he finds another 10th on him, then he will get pole over Excellence. Track Evolution should help him, and he takes pole by 4/10 of a second. That's a much bigger gap than I was expecting. Jamie Hester with an absolute stonker. 3/10 up on his Q1 time, and Excellence will have no answer at the moment. He is out on track actually, and he's improving by 3/10. So even though he's safely through to Q2, he's still gunning for even more time, using up even more tyres. He really wants to make sure he gets pole in Q2, even though there's another session left to come from him and the rest of the field. Did I forget about King Gaz? No, I didn't. I invited him ages ago. He only got back in now. He's almost 4/10 up. Excellence. He did miss an apex at turn 13 though, so that's going to hurt his straight line speed, coming down towards 14 and 15. But overall, the lap's been good for him. It's sticking for him, and now he's going to come up to the line. And is it going to be the place he wants? Wow! He retakes pole by just over a 10th to Jamie Hester. So this is going to be a titanic fight between the pair of them for pole position. As it stands in Q2 though, that doesn't matter. They just need to make sure they survive. Master Pilou's in P8. Ibrahim is P9. Jungle King is 10. Jamie Esther takes the damn pole position. Oh, an excellence. Well. Yep. No bias. The difference in enthusiasm is because I'm thinking of pulling out of comms after quali or something. Throats fucked. Fucker than fucked. More fucked. Anyone would think he left the regime. Yep. Racing is slow. That could be his hot lap, to be fair. Ibrahim slotted himself up into P3 in the meantime. Great stuff from him on his debut. Cooking. Ruben Scott's out of fuel and he's pitting. Nope. Nothing going on. Anyone from chat would like to step in, do something, say something, be something, do something. Adrenaline is needing to get himself into Q3 at the moment. That's his goal. And it's a goal he is reaching so far. He's 4/10 up on his delta after just one sector. There's a lot of drivers who are impressing me at this point in time. Bavish wants an invite. Mars is introducing himself again. We already know who you are. You got a sniffle there, Diamond? Says Cindy Cindy? Possibly. I don't know. It's just something, and it's not nice. Did I impress you? Okay, maybe. I don't know. But you're not anywhere. You're not even in Q2. Let's head back to Valtsy. He's 2 and a bit tense up. He didn't do anything. Adrenaline is 7 tenths up. He could do something. He could get ahead of Trushteri. Now, I thought Trushteri would be safe from anyone behind. So with 1 minute to go, he's going to jump Trushteri. And he's going back out again, so he feels a bit threatened. He feels he needs to be getting the laps in at the moment. So he will be getting the laps in. With my quali, you dope. Consider me disabled, I don't remember. Don't remember shit. Cam is coming through turn 3. Cam is calm. Up to turn 4, braking around 75 meters. This Ferrari driver doing bits in Spain. Is he doing bits in Bahrain? He's slightly up on the delta, but you can tell what track's his strong point and what track's his weak point. And Bahrain might just be one of them. Cam almost. He hits that apex a little too hard, I'd say. Turn 11 awaits. Turn 11 done proper. It's turn 12. Good for him. 107.7. 13. Going good for him. 14 is next. It's a double exit here, which he gets both of them right. A little righter than other drivers have done. Division 3 welcome in. It's P7. That's on the cusp. Racing, he is getting the time in. And that's the demonstration of why Trushteri needed to be out there. He is now firmly on the cusp. And Sourtub's going to be out. None of the regime making it in Tushterry out of qualifying. The McLaren of Tushterry will not make it through. Shifty is his final lap now. He has to make this count. He most certainly does make it count. Jay Rice will be the next to cross the line. He will not cross it. He is actually not... Racing is out, I think. Or Racing's defenseless to improvement. Ruben Scott's the final man who can defeat Racing and take him out of Q3. It's the Aston Martin versus the Alpine. A straight fight between the pair of them. Which one is it going to be in Q3? Ruben Scott boxes and Racing is safe. Racing has a Q3 ban. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's why. This is stupid quali bans. This is why I tell you not to change the fucking system. Oh, am I even meant to remember? Anyway. King Gaz slow to the line. He will be disappointed that he has not made Q3. That's a Ferrari zooming past him. Wait, what? I thought that Ferrari... So, X-Lud's pole, Jamie has to P2, Shifty P3, J-Rice P4, Jungle King P5, Master Peter P6, Ibrahim P7, Adrenaline P8, Cam P9, Racing P10, and the rest of them are out. Tushterry out is unusual considering he got pole in Division 2. I throw a metaphorical, virtual middle finger to KJ. Excellence. JB, Shifty, J-Ride, Jungle King, Master P, Ibrahim, Adrenaline, Cam, Racing are the ones that make it to Q3. Racing is a Q3 ban apparently. And then that's King Gaz, Tushterry, Sourtub, Ruben Scott, and Bolt out. Tyler, you want me to have a drink? Perhaps I need one. Oh god. Hi DeVito. Snuggles afterwards. I could really use some. I think you might have given me COVID, even though we've never met each other IRL. I still think you did. Oh my god, I feel awful. Ferraris are out early. Maybe this is training from Steinosaur. Except not, he's taking a break from league racing, I think. First Death Star, now you. Oh my god, ha ha ha. You gave COVID to Death Star too? Blood, my throat is absolutely fucked. Fuck you. That wasn't internet, that was just me having a little forgetting. It did it itself. 21 viewers, that's pretty good actually. It'll be more for the... Nope, that's redacted information. I'm so excited to announce it. but I can't announce it yet because it's still in planning phases. But we're planning something big over Christmas. It's going to be Christmas, and it's going to be joyous, and it's going to be amazing, and you're going to like it because it's Christmas. We're using Christmas. Cam is... At least he's made sure to turn his battery off for this lap. Oh. Ah, yeah, I already know. Shut up, staff member. Don't reveal the secret. Hey, if I use my water bottle as a microphone, does my voice sound any... does it sound worse? I'm using my water bottle as a microphone instead. Prize pool? I can neither confirm nor deny this, but something's happening on Christmas. Yeah, like the Man City shirt I'm wearing, it is gonna be good. Wait, what? You're a Man City fan? Wait, no, I thought you were a United fan. Wait, what? I am... Wait... F1 man is trying to give me an aneurysm. I don't know what he's on about, but... Well, that's what happens when you use your bottle as a microphone. The whole lobby kills itself whenever someone leaves. An annoying one at that. Yep. Cam is coming through Sector 1 now. Cam doing well as he heads downhill towards turn 9 and turn 10. Tyler giving Man United muscle in chat. Shut up. We've already got one shit red team on screen. We don't need to talk about another. F1 man apparently donning a Man City shirt despite being in United. I don't know what's happening with him, but he's kind of tripping. Cam is coming through Sector 2 now. Turn 12 is flat out, as you'll see in that green throttle trace. He is not going to lift at all, and it's purple Sector 2 for him. It's looking pretty good for the first lap of Q3. Coming up towards turn 14. Ah, throat's fucked. Braking around 75 meters now. Cam is coming around the final corner. What's this time going to be for him? It's going to be a pretty good lap. It's a 1:30.0. It's not good, actually. Adrenaline P3. He hasn't set a time, actually. He is now setting a time. And it's 6/10 off. Jamie Hester, though, he is the man who is invalid! Unlucky! That's the comms curse at work. Excellence! He is also going to be the one cooking. His main rival, Jamie Hester, has invalidated, which means Excellence can now step up to the plate and take pole position. Ah, throat fucked. Excellence. Rises P1. Rise takes a 29.6 in the meantime. Oh, I can't keep this up. Rise, is he going to stay P1? Jamie Esther said 29.3 and Excellence said 29.2. I expect the time to topple. And it does! A 29.0! Excellence in Division 3 is absolutely cooking. I'm not sure I could set a time like that. Oh, Jungle King needs an invite. I forgot about that, you know. I totally forgot. I don't have you added. Don't have you added. I do not have you added. Is there anyone on the lap? Yeah. Master Pilu's in P7. because he hasn't set a time. I keep forgetting that. There's nobody on the lap at the moment. Now we start in the lap. Let's do a Carlos Sainz approved song. The beginners are sensitive hearts. The sentiment is left to chance to the ending, but somewhere to start. No need to ask, he's a smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Oh, come on, I spectated that whole lap just for him to box. I was making sure he gets time for a run at the end, but Ibrahim's not going to do that. He's going to propel himself to the front row with a 29.5. That is simply lovely. Nearly a 128. That's crazy, says Curtis. KJ saying sit away. Yeah, you'd like my dad, I guess. He sent that a long time ago, and he read it now. Must be blind. Hello, Web. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Alfa Romeo. Wait, no, you're not Alfa Romeo. You're Red Bull. You're one Red Bull adding Q3, I guess. What was that? An attempt of a northern accent? I don't know the northern accent. I don't give a shit about the north. I'm southeast London. Those are my ends, and those are the ends I can be asked about. It seems like every single guy in England just knows so much about other English towns. Like, I couldn't name maybe like 10 towns other than mine. I've heard you, but I don't really notice or care. Oh, that's northern? Okay. I don't really remember your voice, to be honest. About as... I'm sleepy, throat fucked, everything, the whole package. Junga King's on a hot lap at the moment. It's 29.0, 107.6. That's maybe gonna be up there with J-Rise. Definitely better than Cam, but J-Rise, is he better than? We're gonna find out, but Excellence is blitzing the field at the moment. It looks to be a pretty secured pole position if nothing goes wrong for him. But somewhere to start. And he doesn't beat J-Rise, but he does beat Cam. Adrenaline, he's starting a lap now. Adrenaline is indeed starting a lap now, and we are going to spectate him as requested by our web. Coming towards turn 1 now. It's looking good for the Red Bull man. Of turn 3. And it seems pretty good. He's not made any major blunders to end the lap. This is going to be his final run of Q3. And the final runs is going to be starting for Exelarge, JB Esther, and other people as well. And half a hundredth up on the Delta. Accidentally keep disabling stream. But half a hundredth is not impressive. It's not even going to beat Cam at that stage. So he needs an awful lot of time out of this rest of the lap. Let's see if he can do it. But at this stage, he's only a 30.6. And I can't see him improving much more. He's not been a particularly fast driver. He has made it to Q3 though, so credits to him. But hasn't really shown me why he would be so fast. 29 inbound. 6/10 up. Okay, I take that back. He's cooking. But actually, is he cooking? It's barely stirred the pot. It's only going to get him ahead of Cam at the moment. So he had a bad Sector 1. He's had a good Sector 2. But is he going to have a good Sector 3? I don't think he's finding 3/10 in the final sector. But I am the hater. I am the doubter. Prove me wrong. He doesn't beat Cam. He lost time in the final sector, actually. It's quite disappointing, really, for any Red Bull fans out there. And Webb is certainly a Red Bull fan because he drives for them. Cam is on his final lap. And how many tenths he is up? 4 tenths! Okay, that gets him in the challenge for the front row, actually. Ibrahim's crossed the line. He couldn't set a lap when it counted. And now he is vulnerable to losing the front row as Cam finds a lot of time in the final sector and sets a 29.3. What a lap from Cam. Adrenaline is not going to be it. Rise isn't going to be it. Neither will Jungle King. Shifty Wizard will be on his only lap of Q3, able to maybe get the front row off Cam. I haven't seen the rest of his lap, but he's been an impressive driver throughout Q1, Q2, Q3, and he takes the front row ahead of Cam. Nobody's challenging Excellence for pole position at the moment, but damn is there a good fight for the front row. Jamie Hester, though, let's talk about him, because he is the one man who can deny Excellence now. Adrenaline's taken the flag as well. Rayson had a Q3 ban, so he won't be participating. Neither will Master Pilu. Jamie Hester, the one man who can stop Excellence from taking pole. Can he stop him? No, he can't. He actually loses time compared to his Q2 lap, and he is not going to be pole either. So Excellence takes pole position with Shifty on the front row, and Excellence might be improving further as he sits at 1:28.6 just to put pole position out of reach. Oh my god, he is an absolute D3 freak. He is not leading the championship, but he will be in a couple races time if he carries that form. It's going to be a Merry Christmas for him. Very early to say that, but he's looking good for Bahrain and China next week before the Christmas break. I think Excellence has a lot to be proud of. About as I'm sleepy, throat fucked, everything, the whole package. Excellence needs to be in D2, not fun for other drivers. Oh my god. I mean, he's maybe next season, but we're like halfway through, more than halfway through. That's pole by 6/10. That is quite dominant in retrospect. And F1 Mad saying that's quite rich. Excellence pole, then Shifty, Cab, Jamie, Ibrahim, J-Rise, Jungle King, Adrenaline, Master Pilu, Racing. T2. Horror without you when you're not used to it. Yeah, good luck learning OTC. I learned it at the start of the new game. So much pain went into it, but it worked. I mean, I can't say anything over. Anyone want to take over? F1 man is boring me, man. We're taking a short break before the start. I might need it, lol. Yeah, I know. Quite possibly the most difficult comms I've had to do from a health perspective. Don't get me wrong, this is exciting, but it's taking a toll. We are surviving. We will survive. How about the F1 theme with a water bottle? If we have time, we're gonna have to be super quick with this. We might. Alright, they're readying up now. And that brings us to the 5 red lights for the Bahrain Grand Prix. It is lights out and away we go. Excellence gets a good start compared to Shifty Wizard. A very good start actually, and Cam's coming up alongside him. No, Jamie Hester's on an absolute flyer. He's immediately made up one place. He's diving down the inside of Shifty going into the first corner, and that is going to be 2 positions for Jamie Hester immediately at the start. So Excellence's main rival has immediately jumped 2 places, and he has a hand. Oh my god, that's a Williams in the barriers at the back. Jungle King is already out of the race. He absolutely flew off Grosjean's style. Whoa, and he's somehow still in the race. This could be a VSC, but 1 Williams at the front, 1 Williams at the back, and in the lead he kept it very, very safe, but behind, chaos ensued. You can barely hear the game. Oh, who's that dropping? Someone's dropping. A lot of people getting spun. Shifty, Dodger, Jundi, Adrenaline. There's been like a multi-car pile-up at the back here. Rises past Adrenaline. It's an absolute mess in the midfield. Good Red Bull strat. Ah, fuck Adrenaline. Yep. An unlucky Adrenaline. Let's check tyres. Everybody on the medium. Oh, that was close. Bavish is past Tushterry. Tushterry is sliding all over the place. He's not having a fun time with that front wing damage. I assume it's damage because he's not that slow. Val dropping down the order. Racen's past F1 Mad. Now it looks like moves for position rather than crashes. And Excellence is firmly in the lead. 2.1 seconds in front. As F1 Mad is in for a lap 1 stop. Val is apparently up 9 places. We're going almost 3 wide into turn 1. JW Curtis past the Red Bull, but the Red Bull's braking as late as he can. Bavish almost runs into Vout, and Curtis and Vout are going side by side. There's a Mercedes of Saltom trying to capitalise in the background, and he does! He passed Curtis, he's passed Bavish, and that's him into P9. Dodger, P12, not bad for hards. A lot of battling going on, and he's down a place actually, so 1 Mercedes goes up, the other one goes down. Ruben Scott going very slow. He is struggling with some sort of problem. Maybe it could be driver problem, or I don't know. But there's a lot of battling going on throughout this field, and this is the worst time to have a throat that feels like this. Ruben Scott past Bavish. He got past one Aston Martin, immediately overtaken by another. And Excellence is stretching that gap out in front at 2.4 seconds. Jamie Esther has not got his pace today. Saltum, it will be funny watching Diamonds cursing his own team. Comms curse. I have to do this, it's my job. Sour Tub, he's doing so well. He's had a great start, and as the commentator I have to say that he is gonna win this race. You know, he is totally gonna win this race. He's got more pace than any of these guys. He's gonna have a clean race without any front wing damage, and he's gonna be past Ruben Scott now. And I hope that wasn't a comms curse, as I say this as a teammate. Ruben Scott has been overtaken by Saltum. Maybe the comms curse was not a curse, it was a comms blessing. Whoever heard of a comms blessing? Today it exists. Cam is overtaken by Ibrahim. Those hard tyres will not have the grip of the mediums at this stage. It's going to take about 7 laps for them to reach parity. Journey RTG, Sautab, however you want to refer him, is gaining on Val. He is on the warpath on that esports setup I sent him that one time. Jundi Sundi is falling down the order, and KJ will be crying in his pillow tonight. Probably. He cries on his pillow no matter the occasion. So maybe that's just one to add to the list. Dodger is kind of the cork in the bottle at the back of the field. He is very slow on those hards. He has not got pace. He's not cooking. The pan is cold. The stove is off. The kitchen doors are shut. Nobody's in there. The lights are off. And Adrenaline is going to put a lights out to Dodger's chance at points by making an overtake on him. The thing is, on your first stint on hards, you actually have to still be up there to make the mediums work, and he's immediately starting to lose places. Worst 1, 2 and almost 3 places he's done himself out of. Yep, he has. He's got absolutely no grip on those hards. Ruben Scott following Sauertub closely. He was the one on the defense last week. Now he is the one on the attack. Ruben Scott is gaining on the Mercedes, gaming on the Mercedes here, but Ruben Scott is past Sauertub. Adrenaline doing well on this comeback, though. Yeah, he's doing decent. King Gaz is past. F1 bad is nightmare start. J Rise is going wheel to wheel with Adrenaline, and J Rise has passed Adrenaline. That's a more front running car who's managed to get him under the DRS. Thus, more like J Rise making another comeback drive. Sauertub is holding on to Ruben Scott's DRS. I thought he had the pace, but he doesn't have the pace. So it looks like it's just going to be straight fight between Sauertub, Ruben Scott. Cam's now gaining on DRS to Ibrahim. He's got the rear wing open, and he will be gaining on that Haas. Gaining in the slipstream. Is he going to make the move? Is he going to make the pass into turn 1? He's a little bit too far back. But on those hard tyres, he's finding more grip than the Haas in front of him. Ibrahim, making his debut for HDR Division 3, is currently holding off Cam. But looks like the hard tyres are coming into their window a lot earlier than I expected. I estimated lap 9 they'd have parity with the mediums. But at this point, maybe it's DRS just carrying him. But Cam is keeping up, and who's that dropping down the order? I can see yellow flags out on track. That is Adrenaline. He's been cursed by his own team principal. Mars said he was on a good comeback, but look at how that's been undone. Unlucky, Mars. Bio won't be chatting anymore. Ha. Oh, Sauertub's going side by side with Babish. He's losing. He lost a place to one Aston Martin, and the other one looks close on his rear. Sauertub almost spins it. He's going wheel to wheel with Babish, and Babish is ahead. So it's only going to be 3 points for him at this rate, and Shifty Wizard is faster than him. He got ahead with the scramble at the start, but at this state it's not looking good. Cam in P4. He's holding on to Ibrahim's DRS very well. This is absolutely perfect for his race strategy. He needs to keep up with him for his chances at a podium. Cam is going to be loving life at the moment. Inido will be loving it more. Excellence. He is just... I don't know how he's got that much pace on mediums, but he does. and he is using it to great effect to get away from Jamie Hester. It's going to take a safety car or something to stop him now. Excellence is firmly dominating. Racing with that 3-second time penalty, the only man this Grand Prix who's got 3 seconds. JW Curtis. Oh, why would you do that? He makes contact with Shifty Whizzer and spins it round, and that's going to be in the steward's room after the race. What are you doing, man? Why do you have to do that? That was so stupid. King Gaz is all over the back of JW Curtis now, and it's going to be the DRS run, the carriage train as it is, down towards the first corner. But JW Curtis has a horrible exit and King Gaz will be passed easily. Will J Rise be past him? Yes, he will. J Rise is gaining. He is gaining, and as expected, he's pulling alongside. Could he get King Gaz as well? It'll be 2 for the price of 1. And Rise has passed JW Curtis, and I don't think it'll be 2 for 1. Oh, it might be. King Gaz had a horrible exit. He got so caught up on that turn 3 curb, and suddenly Rise is all over the back of him. Rise is alongside him. To the inside he goes, and 2P11 he goes. 2 points for Rise, 1 point for King Gaz now, as J Rise gets ahead of him, and his comeback drive is certainly in full swing. Position changes since start of the race. Is Rise down 5 places, Sourtub up 3, Bavish up 12. Bavish last on the grid. What a chef, a master at work. Jundi Cindy has spun. That's not a master, that's a masturbator. Maybe you should just do that instead of racing. Cam is ever closer to Ibrahim. This is Cam's golden chance. He needs to wait for DRS though. If he tries down the inside here, it's going to end up in disaster, and he waits patiently as he should. Rayson and Master Peter are going side by side behind this, but Cam is going to pull off the move on Ibrahim. 1 lap earlier than I expected, but Cam has finally got the move done on the Haas, and Rayson is coming up towards the back of Master Pilu. 1 Ferrari on the attack, 1 Ferrari on the defense. Rayson's going down the inside, and he can't pull it off. Or can he? Master Pilu's gone so deep, so deep. He's basically at the deep end of the swimming pool with how much he missed that apex, and they're lagging like crazy. But Rayson gets ahead in all of that. Oh no, Cam is round. Cam's been spun by Ibrahim, and that's Ferrari disaster. It's a good thing Stein's taking vacation from racing, because he will not be happy seeing that one. Sourtub is it coming ahead of Cam? Almost. Come on, it's the Mercedes versus the Ferrari, and it's Sourtub ahead of Cam. So good news for the regime, good news for me. Sourtub has passed Cam, and Cam is struggling further. He's had a massive oversteer, and now King Gaz is going to be on his rear. Nope, he is not. Master Pilu following Valtzi in the Red Bull, maybe trying not to get distracted. Maybe he is focused, laser focused, as he lags into him. Lagging closer. Valtzi is P5, Master Pilu P6, and Master Pilu will now have the DRS. He'll be thinking maybe that the Red Bull in front, he's got so much rear end. Luckily that rear end is no longer going to be in sight, as Master Pilu now gets ahead of him. Valt is trying to come wheel to wheel with him and leaves him the space. It's a little lag on both ends, but it's clean battling, and now it's Valt who has to stare into the empty rear of the Ferrari. No sponsors to read for him, but he's coming back immediately into turn 4 and braking as late as he can. Goes side by side with the Ferrari, and Master Pilu is forced to look at the Oracle sign again, but no! Master Pilu is going side by side into turn 5 and turn 6. They have battled through the whole of sector 1. Valt goes off the track, and Master Pilu is going round the outside of the hairpin. Is it going to be side by side into turn 9 and 10? It could be, you know, because they're both together side by side into turn 9 and 10. Valtzi gets ahead. Master Pilu is still in P6. Valtzi has a little lock-up, but it won't affect him. And both Aston Martins are now on the back of this pair. They have to be careful not to battle each other. Master Pilu, for the rest of the lap, it looks like he is not giving this battle up, as Valtzi is not going to give one up either, but Master Pilu's out battery. Valtzi still has battery. Master Pilu, he has gotten ahead, but I think he's going to get repassed, unless Babish goes for an audacious lunge down the inside to slow them both down. Then, maybe then, is it going to be a different story, as Babish is trying to go down the inside of Valt. Ruben Scott is watching his teammate do all of this in front of him, and he might be aiming for the double. Babish might be aiming for the double. It's anyone's game for who's going to end up in front. The two Aston Martins going side by side. Ruben Scott, he has ignored it. Oh my god, there's a Mercedes. No, there's a Ferrari out of nowhere. Cam is in this fight. It's 5 cars going into the first corner. It's cars popping in out of nowhere. Sauertub's got the best view of this. He's keeping in DRS thanks to all this battling. And now it's going to be 3 wide and 2 wide into turn 4. Surely they're going to make contact. Something's going to happen. Nothing's given actually, and they've somehow kept it clean. Oh no, they haven't. I've immediately comscussed them. Babish and Cam going off into the barriers together in some sort of synchronized snuggle. What are they doing? But King Gaz and J-Rise have now joined this fight. It's an absolute carnage behind Master Pilu. Master Pilu is the cork in the... Oh my god, Rise, you idiot! Oh, J-Rise, what the fuck are they doing? Babish and Cam are just yeeting it up the arse of King Gaz as well. I don't know what they're thinking, but welcome to occasional racing. King Gaz and Babish are side by side. Babish is going off the road. Cam is going to take his chance. Cam is going to lift off. Cam is going to run into him. Battles calm down a little bit. It's going to resume as they go into turn 1. Excellence is free of the undercut range of Jamie Hester actually, so he's totally free to do whatever he wants. Ibrahim is free to do whatever he wants. Rayson is only 2.8 behind him. Valtzi is coming up alongside Master Pilu. He's going to get ahead into turn 1, but don't get your hopes up yet, because turn 4 is right there for the taking. Master Pilu staying alongside him, lagging a little bit as this game tends to do. Coming up towards turn 4, this is where the real battle begins. Coming up alongside him, is he going to get this position this time around? Almost. They're still side by side, going through turn 4. 5 and 6 awaits them both. Who is going to come out ahead? Master Pilu is keeping it clean, so is Valtzi. Master Pilu keeps it on track, unlike Valtzi, and Master Pilu is ahead. And this time there's a slight breathing space. No, it's not! Master Pilu has a massive slide, and Ruben Scott has overtaken the pair of them. And Valtzi is going back down the inside of Master Pilu. And somehow Davito wants me to switch out to Twoostery. Oh, Valtzi's off! Valtzi is off! And that brings an end to his charge for points. Wait, how did Sauertub fall back and all that? I don't... Oh wait, Sauertub got rammed up the arse by Rise. I can't catch up with all this. He wants me to watch Twoostery get overtaken. I literally couldn't care less about what's happening here at the moment when Master Pilu is having the battles of his life. But sure, we'll give you a little bit of sing-song Sterry, as he is following F1 Mad. He got overtaken by F1 Mad. Now he's going for the place back. Rise will be the first one into the pit lane, going for the undercut. Twoostery is coming to the back of F1 Mad now. F1 Mad. Lights are flashing, he's out of battery, he used it all up trying to get away from Twoostery, but Twoostery is not going to let him go. Both of them on the hards, it's the same tyre, it's an equal fight, and Twoostery blasts past F1 Mad, who then outbrakes him, but stupidly so, because Twoostery is going to get DRS, or not stupidly so. He gets a rocket exit out of turn 3, and he might have just done enough to keep Twoostery back, and he's not going to fight it, he's actually going to keep back. He's lifting off preserving fuel, making sure he makes it to the end of the race. And actually, DeVito, maybe you are a good lad. True Story did give us some excitement. Wonder who else will be coming into the pits at the end of this lap. Maybe it's a good idea for Master Pilu to come in and undercut Ruben Scott. I think Master Pilu should come in regardless of what Ruben Scott does, because quite frankly he's going to be stuck in this battle for a while longer if he doesn't box, and he's just going to be undercut by Babish. I think depends. If Ruben Scott comes in, then Master Pilu is safe from any undercut because his teammate's not going to undercut him. They're just too far back, and he's also on a different strategy. So if Ruben Scott comes in, is he coming in? No, they're both staying out. Babish is coming in though. Babish will take his chances. Not with the pit lane though. He is crawling into the pits. Saltub, he takes his chances as well. He boxes on lap 12. We actually planned this beforehand because we're a good team. Tingaz coming in as well. Mercedes Regime into the box. Master Pilu is almost side by side with Ruben Scott. He is almost ahead of Ruben Scott. Ruben Scott outbreaks him on the outside. Master Pilu is giving us some great racing action. Master Pilu still side by side. Ruben Scott though just keeps him at bay. Now where is Sourtub? Sourtub is 1 second back from J-Rise. J-Rise is going to catch Jundi Sundi this lap, I think. Unless Jundi boxes, but he could be in danger of holding them both up. There were no front wing changes that I saw, so 21 seconds is the pit lane lost time. Whoa, no, Sourtub is wide. That's not very good for an outlap. You need to undercut them, you need to undercut them. Get on fresh hards and undercut. Jamie Hester is boxing, but he's running an optimum strategy as opposed to trying in the undercuts. Excellence is firmly in the clear. Excellence is no question. Frankly, if he continues at this rate, he will 100% win the Grand Prix. Is Jamie Hester going to be out ahead of Ruben Scott? The fact he built up such a big gap to even do so, it's going to be close, going to be tight. He's behind Ruben Scott, but is he ahead of Cam? Just about, but we need to watch the space because Jamie Hester won't have an awful lot of grip on hards that have not been warmed up yet. Master Pilu and Valtzi are coming in to respond to the Sourtub undercut. Bavish did respond because he boxed the same lap, and Ruben Scott's going long. He's staying out the laps longer. Dodger is ahead of Shifty Wizard. Shifty Rizzer? Ooh, I have to go check if he has a girlfriend or something, because I'm gonna call him Shifty Rizzer if he does. Sourtub just behind Jundi Sundi now, on his ass. Rise got past him fairly straightforwardly and appears to have gapped him, but now Sourtub needs to make sure he's not held up behind this Alfa Romeo. Absolutely crucial to his undercut, but you know what's not good? Getting a 3-second time penalty for track limits. And Jamie Hester's coming up to the back of Ruben Scott. Jamie Hester, he's being held up now, and this is where it starts to hurt. Boxing too early, it seems. Jamie Hester gets past. The only man who could hold up Excellence has pitted. Excellence can box and come out still P1. Excellence is going to carry this on longer. Into the pits comes Ruben Scott. He is going to lose a lot of places, but he will have fresher tyres since he stayed out longer than everybody else. Sourtub almost side by side with Jundi Sundi. Jundi has held up. Sourtub ruined his undercut chances, frankly. 2 seconds loss, and Jundi is frankly wasting his time staying out, but he finally comes into the pits, and he's going to be out the pits having been overcut, I would say. Ruben Scott staying longer, still ahead of Sourtub. That did not work as an undercut. He lost too much time for Jundi Sundi. Master Pilu is behind JW Curtis. JW Curtis, is he going to even make it to the end of the race? I doubt, but he might. So let's see. His direct fight might be with Master Pilu. It depends on if he can make it to the end. I'm not sure he can. 20 laps is pushing it, but I think he could do it. Let's see. No, Excellence. If the time loss is 21 seconds. No, it's plus maybe another 4 because of all that time you lose when you're coming in. We'll see it from Excellence if he boxes. No, he stayed out again. I think Excellence is going to box for softs. Master Pilu following Curtis. Rise is following Master Pilu. So as soon as he clears Curtis, he needs to make sure he doesn't get overtaken by Rise. Jamie Esther, fastest lap of the race. The Excellence is either going to have much fresher hards or soft tyres to set the fastest lap.